Hey, what's up, you guys? So this video, I'm just going to be talking about, more specific details about my childhood obesity and my experiences that I had. So growing up in an Asian family, being obese, I think it was kind of a tough situation because a lot of the Asian population, they're not really that overweight. So being Asian and overweight, I felt like a lot of people kind of looked at me and felt like it was my fault. So with my experience being Asian and overweight, I feel like other Asian people either treated you with pity or they kind of just didn't want to associate with you. And that's how I feel like. And so, even growing up in elementary school, I kind of didn't really associate myself with the other Asian guys because, I was really the only one that was overweight. So I kind of struggled, I would say, to really make friends during elementary school. So my only friends, I would say, which is kind of sad, but there were probably only, my cousins and my siblings. Fortunately, I had a lot of them. Anything else, I kind of just really didn't have much friends. Throughout middle school, I did find new friends, but they weren't Asian, they were actually Caucasian. Yeah, so middle school, I got into skating, and it was my thing, I was the Asian who was skating, hanging out with the white kids. That phase kind of went throughout until junior year. By then, I was into tennis, so a lot of my teammates were actually Asian. I did still really struggle to meet new friends in high school, and I did have a lot more Asian friends, but it was more likely just association by Asian. For my whole experience being obese as a child, I felt like, in a way, society was kind of against me. Even, like I said earlier in this video, making friends was extremely hard. Where I was from, the lack of attention that people gave you, it's just kind of one of those things where, it's really obvious whenever people don't really care. A lot of that emotions, just being sad all the time. Obviously, like a lot of people who are overweight, my only sense of escape was either through food or video games. So me and my siblings, we always ate the same things, but it was just, I always had a few more. So because of that, I was the only obese child in my family. By that time, internet was coming around. My parents had just gotten internet for us, so I got involved with a lot of video games online, and that was kind of my sense of escape. I could hide behind the surrogate, and still enjoy socializing with people online, just because they couldn't judge me by the way I looked in real life. And that's kind of how I approached the end of my elementary school years. Throughout my freshman year in high school, is just hiding behind the screen, and I just judged my way into being obese as an adult. I think a lot of you guys can relate to that, just kind of that need to escape, just because you feel like nobody cares about you. So obviously that kind of pain and neglect from just different people, it kind of sucks. And I think a lot of you guys who kind of went through the same thing or going through the same thing right now can kind of relate. It's just using something unhealthy like food or gaming to hide the fact that you don't like the way you look. It's definitely a heart-aching thing just to kind of think about that. And obviously, with that being said, when it comes to like girls and stuff too, being overweight, obviously you're not gonna get that much attention. Half the time, you're always wondering if they're playing a joke on you. So I don't know. That's how I felt throughout high school, and it's just kind of sad, I would say, kind of pathetic. Yeah. I feel like it's hard to relate to this topic or what I'm feeling unless you were overweight or currently overweight. Just that emotion of being afraid and just disappointed in your self-image, not being confident at all, and just kind of doubting everything. It's just kind of hard to explain the emotions of being afraid of going outside and meeting new people because you're afraid that they're gonna judge you. It's just one of those things that do exist in this society. Moving on from that story, at the end of high school, I did start to lose a little bit of weight. Not much. If you've seen the first video, you kind of know what I'm talking about. So, ending of high school, I kind of lost a little bit of weight, and I lost a lot more weight in community college, but then I kind of gained it back. Just really interesting to see the different attention that you get being, like the 20-pound difference. You get a lot more attention. I felt like you get a lot more respect, a lot more care in general. Like it's a really interesting thing to feel, to kind of see the difference. Like even now, like I'm being treated so much different than I was, 60 pounds ago. I really started to notice it. It's just difference in attitude when people greet you, and the willingness for people to just kind of have a conversation with you. That people want to talk to you. But yeah, being overweight, it's something I will never forget. And it's something I would say I'm not proud of, but in a way it's made me proud of who I am. And it's made me love what kind of person I am. But yeah, with that being said, just a really quick video again, just to kind of let you guys know a little bit more about myself. But if you guys have any comments or questions about weight loss or my personal life, I'll probably make a video about them. Just let me know. It's a tough topic. It's difficult, but I feel like I'm a lot more humble because of it. I know I can relate to a lot of things that people are going through.